practice community.
To come to a comfortable shape. And just close the eyes. And center into the breath. And if you do want to use the same playlist as me, I'm going to just copy the link into the chat. I'm using my solar plexus yin playlist. So you can feel free to use that one if you like. All right, so come to a comfortable shape. Let's take 5 deep breaths in and out just to drop us into the heart space. Drop us out of our heads. Once you've taken your 5 deep breaths, I will invite you to think about the following question. What would I do if I could not fail? So what would you do if you could not fail? If money, time, if all of those things didn't matter, what would you do if you could not fail? You can either meditate on it or spend just a few minutes breathing on it. Or get out your journal and just begin to answer that question. spend maybe 1 or 2 more minutes writing. And then once you're done with your writing, you're just going to bring yourself all the way into seated. From our seated shape, we're going to open our arms into our cactus arms. And then bring the right elbow underneath the left, and you can high five the hands or grip opposite shoulders. And then just do some circles with the elbows. I think Sunday is becoming my favorite day of the week. Because Sunday night for me is like inspiration night. We do the sober girls yoga speaker series. And then I do an Instagram live with Dan. And then I do this class where I get led through a hypnotic meditation with Callie, not tonight, but I get to do with all of you. I have a sober challenge meeting. It's a pretty amazing way to start the week. Let's come all the way into center. And then just unwind at the arms. And then circle it the other way. So take the left elbow underneath the right. And then you can make some circles with the elbows. Just 3 more. 2 more. And a last one. And then eventually unwinding these arms all the way. Doing some circles with the shoulders. Now, if you want to join me in also stretching through the backs of the toes, what I'm going to do is tuck my toes under and sit back on my heels. Take the right arm up, land it on the shoulder. Take the left arm around. See if I can hook the hands together. And if you can't quite connect them, you can grip through your strap. So I have to say that when I first started the Mindful Life practice, I used to get really upset and take it personal when people left the community and they disappeared. Like I used to feel like I wasn't good enough or didn't do a good enough job or whatever it was. And now I'm 3-ish years into running this community. 2.5 officially. And what I've seen time and time again is that people might cycle out of their life for a certain phase of time. And then quite often they find their way home and they come back. And so it's become a yogic practice for me of learning to let go
And then just watch these cycles of death and rebirth and endings and beginnings happen. It's like my mom was saying this summer, like my mom has lived in the same house for, I think, 35 years. And she was saying it's kind of like any neighborhood, right? Some people stay for 35 years and some people stay for 1 year. Let's take one more breath. And then just unwind the arms, come forward onto the palms. And then pedal out the feet. I'm just gonna quit my WhatsApp. I always forget to do that, and then it's just like blowing up when I'm teaching classes. Okay. And then let's go the opposite way. So we're gonna come back to seated. If you want to tuck the toes again, go ahead. I'm not going to. And then you can just lift the opposite arm. Send the opposite arm under. Stretch through the back body. Good. Let's take one more round of breath. And then just unwind at the arms, plant the palms in front of you. And this time we're just going to lift our knees up and stretch through the fronts of the ankles, if that's comfortable for you. Nice. Taking a few rounds of breath. And then releasing the knees. We're going to send the knees around. And now I'm going to press the soles of the feet together and just let the knees knock open. And so I'm kind of doubling it up here. I'm doing butterfly shape with the knees. And then I'm also dropping the right earlobe down towards the right shoulder. And just stretching through the left side of the neck. Good. Taking one more inhale. One more exhale. And then lift the head all the way up. And then drop left ear down with this left shoulder. On the side of the skull, stretch through the neck on the side. So something I was thinking about this weekend was how every single step we take is often the reason we end up in one place with our lives. And so what I mean by that is last June of 2021, I never even thought I was capable of running a yoga retreat. I never believed that anyone would want to come. So I had all my reasons, my excuses, COVID, it's difficult, blah, blah, blah. Let's take our head all the way up. And then drop our chin to our chest and then just do some circles. So anyway, the longer that once I started building my yoga career and just getting myself out there, things just started landing in my lap. Let's keep our left knee bent and then extend our right leg long. You can have your cushion on the leg, lift both arms up. And then just come all the way forward. So anyway, I never thought that anyone would want to come to a yoga event with me. And then someone asked me to do a sober girls yoga brunch with her. And then I met these people that owned a yacht that invited me to rent it. And then I met this manager of a hotel in Abu Dhabi who wanted me to run a yoga retreat there. And it was just one thing after another in a matter of months. I had run an event every week or 2 weeks. And now I'm running yoga retreats in Bali. Isn't that amazing how one thing leads to the next? And often all the footsteps and breadcrumbs only make sense in hindsight. And so what breadcrumbs or footsteps can you look back on and see led you to a certain point? Let's take one more round of breath where we are. And then just lift all the way up. And let's switch it up
So we're gonna extend our left leg and bring our right foot to the inside of the left thigh. And you can place the bolster on top of the thigh. And then perhaps reach the arms all the way forward, just hinging over the left leg. So this, what would you do if you could not fail? This was actually a journal prompt that came from it was a question that came from my life coaching course in 2019. And my answer to this was that I would be running retreats. Just gotta keep doing the next right thing and the next step forward. Even when the end goal doesn't seem that clear. Let's take one more breath in this forward fold. You're just going to gently make your way up. Slide your bolster to the side. You have a bolster. All right, coming onto your yoga mat, I'm going to give you a few options. So option one, you could just cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh and just stay like that. And then option two, you might rotate so that your left shin goes across the width of the mat. Maybe you start to walk your hands all the way forward. Just hinging forward. Stay out there for a couple more breaths. I just invite you to lift all the way up. Switch it out. So it's your opposite ankle across. And then you might come into your firewalk pose. I left my cat for a couple of nights with my villain manager. And she's really making up for the connection, you know. Being extra cuddly. Let's just take a few more rounds of breath exactly where you are. And then plant both feet on the mat. And we're going to make our way all the way back onto the back body. Bring the arms open into cactus. And find your way into your favorite twist. You could just be stacking your knees. Could be an eagle leg, seizing over the left shoulder. Staying in that twist for just 5 more rounds of breath. And then bring the knees all the way up through center and twist the opposite way. And then when you're ready, you're going to make your body into your final resting pose. Preparing yourself for a shavasana. You can support yourself with your legs, your knees underneath the cushion. Let your shoulders be plugged into the mat. Let your head be grounded. So this manifesting meditation will allow you to amplify your attracting power. And you will align yourself with the loving energy of the universe, so that you manifest the changes you desire. Make yourself comfortable. Make sure that you won't be disturbed. So the ability to manifest lies within every one of us. All it takes is learning simple techniques in mindfulness through things like meditation to awaken this power. So contrary to popular belief, meditation is not about clearing your mind. Meditation is practicing training the mind to behave how we intend it to. Instead of allowing the mind to drag us around. The most helpful thing that all of us has access to at any time is our breath. Our breath has been there since the moment we are born. Every day it's keeping you alive. So by honoring our breath when we're ready to set intentions, creates a powerful experience. So you can start with the intention to manifest the changes you desire. You can say to yourself now, I manifest the changes that I desire. We'll honor our breath by taking 5 significant and dedicated breaths. So 1, fully inhale. Expand your belly and your chest as much as you can. 2, inhale, fill the entire breathing system with fresh oxygen. Exhale, let the wave of relaxation sweep over you. Re-inhale so deeply, you're full of air. Exhale, feel your body relax in many areas without effort from you. 4, inhale the life force. Feeling these breaths purify your body. Exhale, not doing anything at all, just notice how you're feeling. And then 5, last one. Then exhaling, letting that wave of relaxation sweep over you. Take notice of how you're feeling in this very moment. You now have an abundance of oxygen. And this is how we were created to feel. Breathing deeply and fully is an expression of self-compassion. Unites us with universal love. Just let your breath be natural now and notice how abundance feels. So this is your tool that you use when you're ready to manifest the reality you desire. When you're feeling a lack of motivation or negative inner talk, just always pause, take 5 deep, purposeful, powerful breaths. Letting these breaths allow for you to relax. Manifesting is easy once you know the recipe, and all you need is 3 things: desire, dedication, and trust. So desire is the first ingredient in manifestation, and you have to know what you want and want it so greatly that you see any path you need to take to get there. Knowing exactly what you're manifesting is very important. And the more details you can add to your desire, the better. You write down your aspirations and goals, and you set an exact time that it'll be accomplished. Just take a moment to think about that question at the start of the class. What would you do if you could not fail? See as many details as possible. Dedication is the second ingredient in manifestation. Only you can put in the effort to take steps towards your desires. Network with others. Motivate yourself to practice these meditation techniques every day. You must dedicate time every single day to do something that takes you closer to gaining what you seek. And only you can do this. No one else can be dedicated for you. Manifestation starts with you. And the last ingredient for manifestation is trust. This is the easiest part because you just let go and you trust. You let go of thinking too hard about the things you have to do to bring it all together. You have confidence that things always fall into place perfectly. You know with certainty that your goal is attainable, so have faith. Just take a few moments to really trust in your dreams becoming a reality, because they will. Notice how you are feeling right now. And just say to yourself, I know I can achieve my dreams. I believe in myself. I see clearly how my goals are attained. I have a great desire to manifest my dreams. I put in the daily dedication that's required of me. I believe in myself. I trust the loving energy of the universe. And visualizing is an extremely powerful way to manifest. So just imagine now that you've gained everything you desire. See yourself vividly in your mind having achieved your goals. Visualize with great detail yourself with your intentions fulfilled. Notice what you look like and who you're talking to. The more details you can add, the better. See your surroundings, where you are, places you go, who is around. Take several moments to see yourself having manifest everything you dream of. This practice is changing your life for the better. So remember to honor your breath every single day. By taking a moment to fully breathe in and breathe out several times. Because when you breathe deeply, you automatically relax. Being relaxed is the first step in being in control of your life and your emotions. Then take these 3 words and remember them throughout your day. Desire, dedication, and trust. Repeating them to yourself whenever you can. If you want to remain lying down, feel free. If you're ready to move, you can just start to wiggle and wake up. And then eventually we'll all congregate up and seated, or you can just stay lying down. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining our practice today.